I started working in the kitchen manufacturing industry since 2008, but I started just as a designer. Now, in the course of my design, I was also in uni then, and I was doing information technology at Ghana Telecom University College. Now, as a designer and with my IT background, I was basically running the business. Let me explain. I was doing every administrative duty. It was a new company that had just come into the country from UK. And with my experience, my little bit of experience with IT, let me be specific, that is Microsoft Word, when it comes to Excel, Word, and because of that, I was doing storekeeping, I was doing administrative duties, I was doing accounting. I worked there for 12 years. Now, whilst there, I grew through every basic process. I also had to learn to do sales. So, somewhere 2019, 2020, actually early 2020, that was before the COVID lockdown, I decided to resign. I was going through some personal challenges, so I decided to resign. But when I resigned, what happened was, most of the clients we used to work for were chasing me to work for them. I was very honest with them. I told them, I don't know how to do this. I was just working for somebody. And they're like, oh really? We thought it was your business. I said, no, it's not my business. I was working for somebody. Some of them were like, okay, don't worry. I want you to handle my project for me. And they practically took up any expenses that came during their project execution. And I realized, okay, this is something I've been doing all this while. I'm good at. I have other skills. I'm good when it comes to photography, videography, video editing and all that. But I was just a young guy also wanting to survive. Like, okay, let me just give this a try. So in July 2020, I started Empire Kitchens Limited. Now, aside that, what I did to train myself was, because of the design software that I was using, I knew what goes into the joinery of every cabinet, the design of it. So I took the time and I started training myself. And I was mostly on YouTube. So it became my second university, my second practical field. That is how I picked up everything, also with my previous experience. It became easy for me to understand what I was doing. But what set me apart was that I realized I needed a lot of time for myself to be able to master the craft. So I was always watching and practicing, watching and practicing. When I needed to do a design, I could design so should I say as late or as early as 4 a.m. 4 a.m. And I'll have 2 hours of rest, wake up, and then go and start working. Now, I think God has been very good to me, because within 6 months, I have purchased my own industrial machines to start working with. It wasn't easy. I'm not able to go in depth and then see exactly how everything happened, but I think there was some sort of grace on me. Now, starting my own business also had its challenges. Let's forget about having to pay taxes and all that. My sister here in HR, I believe you can throw more light on working with people. It is actually the most difficult thing, running a business with people. And as we are talking now, there are still challenges with